up, people? Happy Tuesday. See, I be getting I be thinking today Monday, and then whatever. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day. Um, Today's episode of Days of Our Lives was pretty good. Um, Everybody's going crazy over this Orwell thing. The families are feuding. The Demiras, Kiriakises, the Hernandezes. I'm intrigued by this storyline because you got three families. One of the families is an underdog in all of this, which is the Hernandez family. They're the underdog. Then you got two titans, what I like to call the major leagues, the Kiriakises and the Demiras. This storyline would have been so much better if you had EJ a part of this storyline. Definitely if you had the late great Joe Mascalo, aka Stefano Demira. Oh, trust me, if Stefano was a part of this storyline, Damos, Eduardo, they wouldn't know what the fuck hit him. Let me tell you something. Stefano, he would have hit him with a 1-2 punch. He would have knocked both of them out. So I guess we all have to settle for Chad and Andre and Kate. Kate, to me, will forever be an honorary Demira. Kate will always be a Demira and a Kiriakis. That's the thing. She's a part of both of those families. Even though she never had kids with Stefano, but in my opinion, she's always going to be a part of the Demira family. She's always going to be a part of that family, no matter what. Um, I love Kate. I love Kate to death. Like she's that bitch that you don't want to fuck with. Um, but this war is getting crazy. They're kidnapping people. Um, Holding them for ransom, and now Eduardo is, in cahoots with Andre. So they're in cahoots to kidnap Sonny when he comes back from Prague or Prague, however you pronounce it, when he comes back from Europe. Um, this is interesting. So Kate, Eduardo, Dario, and Abby were all at the table at the club TBD, um, going over what's going on with the feud, and the fact that they need to find Chad and Gabby. And Dario, he wants to make a few phone calls to figure out if they could, find out where they are, do something. But they figured it out that the person who took the key that Deimos is looking for, it was Jennifer Horton. They all figured that out. So now they need to get that key, or they need to do something to get Chad and Gabby released. Um, I loved Adrian, Jennifer, and what's her face? Um, the fuck is her name? I keep forgetting her name. Um, the chick that used to be running around with Teresa and all that. Anne. I think her name is Anne. Because I haven't seen Anne in so long, and she's just now getting into the storylines again. I always forget her name. But it was good seeing all of them work together with Shane's identical brother Drew. He basically is the key. He's the key um, to getting the Orwell to work, and everybody's going crazy over this Orwell thing. Like I said, they're kidnapping, they're doing this, they're doing that, all to get that program together because they know it's going to be worth billions. It's going to take their respective companies to the next level, and whoever has that device is going to be big time. Oh, they're going to be filthy rich. They're already rich, but they're going to be bigger rich than they could ever imagine. Um, and of course, the Hernandez family wants it because they just started their company, and this could be a major financial boost for their companies, and it could be big for them to go up against people like the Demiras and the Kiriakises. So JJ and the Salem PD went and searched the Kiriakis mansion, and Maggie wanted to know what the hell was going on. So JJ pretty much told her, they're looking for something that could tell them where Gabby and Chad are because Deimos has told them, and Maggie demanded to know where the fuck is Chad and Gabby. But of course, Deimos lied and said he knew nothing about it. And Victor came in and basically gave him a stern warning, like fix this shit, because I feel like what Deimos did was risky. Kidnapping a Hernandez and a Demira, that's risky as fuck. Like you're bringing a lot of police attention to that family, and that's something Victor don't want. You know, because Victor's been a crime lord for many years. You know what I mean? Even though he's semi-retired, he still don't want that type of attention and heat on him. Because I'm pretty sure Victor still has shady dealings in the underworld. So of course you don't want the police on your ass. Especially about shit like this. So Deimos might want to fix this and fix it quick. Um, I just want to comment on the remodel of the living room for the Kiriakis mansion. I kind of like it because I'm glad they got at least new couches and stuff like that because that old couch they had was old as shit, and it's about time they remodeled that living room. I was like, thank God. And Maggie actually mentioned earlier how they remodeled the living room. Um, it needed an update. I think the Demira mansion needs an update too, personally. Um, so anyway, they got in and apparently had a fucking cop's uniform in her closet. So she dressed up as a member of the Salem PD and went into the Kiriakis mansion to retrieve the laptop because they need that laptop. So that way Drew could destroy the Orwell. So that way, it could kind of put an end to all this shit. Jennifer, I like her in this mode as the co-owner of the Spectator. I like her like this because you know what? It gives her something to do, but also it's interesting to see what line she's willing to cross because remember she's a journalist but also her son is a part of the Salem PD. He's a detective, so her snooping around, she's using that in a way to her advantage, him being a cop, because she's trying to snake information from him that could help her with her company, with her newspaper. And I feel like she's playing with fire because you're like jeopardizing your relationship with your son all for your business. um and she has to realize something. JJ can't disclose certain information to her, and she needs to see that. But anywho, Lonnie and JJ were at the police department going through the paperwork that they seized from the Kiriakis mansion to see if it'll lead them to Chad and Gabby. But Lonnie was asking him questions and stuff about why he didn't ask Deimos about, the Orwell and the docs and, all the shady business and the feud that's going on with the family, why he didn't ask about that. I get where Lonnie's coming from, but I also get where JJ's coming from. Right now is not the time to be asking him about all that stuff because number one, they don't have any information really to go on. So all you're gonna do is ask him about the docs and the Orwell and this, and this, and all Deimos is gonna do is clam up on you, and he's not gonna tell you shit. So it's kind of a pointless thing to even do. You have records that you seize from the mansion. You can not only use those records to find out where Chad and Gabby are, but it can also help you figure out what the fuck the Kiriakises are up to with the Orwell. It can actually help you in figuring out what they're doing at the docks. So that's basically what JJ was telling her. You got information, and that's information that Deimos does not want any of you to know. He doesn't want you to know. And JJ made a good point. I don't want Deimos to know what I know. And I said, there you go. Hold the cards close to your chest. Don't show your cards. Don't show your hand. Because once you do that, it gives Deimos a chance to outmaneuver you because he knows what you know. So he could easily regroup and change shit up. That's what you don't want him to do. Because then it's going to be hard for you to put his ass away. See? JJ's a smart cop for a rookie detective. He's pretty smart. I didn't expect that from nobody in the Salem PD. Because, come on now. Salem PD, Keystone Cops. They're worse than the Port Charles Police Department and GH. I'm just saying. Just as bad. But JJ actually showed promise, and that's smart. Lonnie could take notes. Um, I don't like where this situation is going with Chad, Gabby, and Abigail and Dario. I don't like this situation. I just see trouble brewing. Like the whole time Chad and Gabby was locked up in that meat freezer, I was like, It looked like they might hook up. They just might. Um, I personally, I kind of like Chad and Gabby together. personally. I like them together more than him and Abby. Um, I don't know. I used to like him and Abby together. Now I like him and Gabby together. Like they got chemistry. Um, but it's obvious that JJ is not gonna let Gabby go without a fight. So it looks like we're in for a little triangle, quadrangle, whatever you want to call it. It looks like we're in for one, and it definitely seemed like something may be happening between Abigail and Dario. So like some shit is about to be brewed up in that town. Um, I think that's everything today. Um, so I hope all of you have a great day. See you all later. Have a great day.